What is going on, everybody? And thank you all for tuning in to Moving the Chains. This is the sports show for fans by fans. I'm your host, Mr. Mike Wiley, aka the Big 50-Yard Line, here with my brothers Sean Pritchard, aka Mr. MP3, and Mr. Philip Hines, aka Mr. Classic. What is going on, fellas?
What's going on?
I'm doing good, man. It's a wonderful.
Are we good? We fresh off of a Bears victory on Sunday.
A Bears
everybody feeling good. You said a quality win, Phil. Quality
yes,
win.
Sir.
Was it a quality win?
Right now, I'm just mixed emotions about everything because I just watched the White Sox lose.
Yeah,
so
man.
I'm
10-1.
Yeah,
man. That's not a good thing.
Came this far and just be bowed out gracefully.
That's not a good thing.
Yeah, but
well, I mean,
I think as far as the Bears, man, my take on it now after all what has transpired, you guys, Phil may kill me on this, but I think that part of us winning that game is because I think that Coach Head won in the game. Because he already knew what was about to happen.
Yeah, they players wasn't either.
And that's my perspective. Now that I think brothers, we've been there. When you got a lot on your mind and you're trying to focus on something, a task that you may be doing or a task that's ahead, your head ain't gonna be there.
Yeah.
So I can imagine because he knew it's not like that it hit him yesterday. He knew Sunday what was about to happen on yesterday because stuff already leaked out before it got to the media. The stuff is already all the stuff has already come out. So I can only imagine trying to coach a game on such a big platform as a Sunday evening, a big old platform like that, and dealing with, man, I'm about to get fired. Man, I done got. It's just like you done did something. Your spouse, y'all done cheated on each other, or you done cheated on your spouse, and that done leaked out, and you got to sit up here and preach a sermon at church, knowing that it's about to leak out at any moment. You got to. The task is to preach a sermon in front of all these people, but that the news on you stepping out on your wife is about to leak out the next day. It's like, man, you know what I'm saying? So I think I want to give credit to the Bears. Go Bears all day, every day, 24.8. But I think part of that, them winning, is that old dude mine won in the game. That's what I think.
Okay. All right. Well, Sean kicked it off, Phil. So what were your takes? What were your takes from the game?
I just like overall. I'll tell you overall. I think our defense did a great job. Mm-hmm. I think our line held up, and the kids showed me some things because those players tried to play dirty with him, and he kept coming back, just like that touchdown he did to the tight end. Guy really gave him like a little late hit, and he scored. And the first thing he did when he got up, he like, "Yeah, come on, bring it." So he showed me that he's not going to back down. He has no fear. But overall, I like the victory, and I can roll with Sean on that. I can understand what Sean is saying, and I can take it a little farther. Even though I'm giving my Bears a good quality win, even with the black players on the Raiders. I mean, you know what I'm saying? You got to really don't know what they thinking, knowing the things that coach said about another black guy lips and all that stuff. So I can I can understand that maybe the Raiders was like the mind wasn't there, but I'm still giving my Bears that credit.
Oh yeah.
I mean, so do you guys think that? And I guess I really didn't think of that either. Do you think the players were aware of what was going on? Is that why they were playing kind of dirty? Is that why they were a little bit on the like they were a little bit on the hostile side?
It came out last Friday.
Yeah, so they already knew what was. They knew. You know what I'm saying? And they minds they weren't playing to their best ability. All they was doing was playing out of, you could tell they were playing out of some type of emotion, some type of, you know what I'm saying, just he was angry. You know, they you know, we got the best of them.
We capitalized on it though.
That's right. And that's all that matters.
Mm-hmm.
We got the W.
I mean, but that's what we should do. So when you're looking, you know, just looking at the stats, I mean, you know, it was a good win. I'm not gonna say it's pretty, but it was a good win. Let's say that. So we're finally over 500. It took us to week 5 to get there, but we're finally over 500. We're sitting at 3-2 right now. So you're looking at Justin. He had 12 completions out of 20 for 111 yards. He didn't throw any interceptions. He did have a touchdown. It looks like Herbert, you know, he came in, he had 18 touches, ran for 75 yards. And then you looking at Robinson, he actually had 4 touches for 32 yards. So, you know, I'm not going to say it was a high scoring, you know, type of game like that, but it was a quality game. So let's just talk about some of the takeaways from the game, right? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Justin Fields. Now I already know how Phil feels about him, and I think for the most part, most of us kind of knew that he had, you know, a certain confidence in him and a certain toughness or you know, pretty much any think of any you know, football colloquial you can use in regards to a rookie quarterback, right? And when you look at the game Sunday, he was beat up, man. Yeah, that pass rush. As soon as the offense took the field, it was like he took hit after hit. He took a shot to the ribs at one point in time. I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I was worried because when he went off the field and they brought Dalton in, I was like,
when he hurt his leg. Yeah, I was worried. That's when I said, why us?
But I was like, man, is he? I said, he can't be out. I'm like, so what's going on? And then Dalton came in for a few plays, and then you saw him on the sideline. He was kind of, you know, like running it off or whatever. And then he came right back in, and he did his thing. I mean, he didn't have the most impressive day, like you know, when you look at the sheets, like I said, he was 12 for 20 with 111s. But I think when you look at this game, it shows that he can gut out a victory, right? Sir. And he can make those clutch plays when you need them. You know, like when he threw that pass to who was that? Jesper Horsted. And then, or when he made that real nice 3rd and long conversion to Mooney. I think we can say that he's doing things that he needs to do.
And Mooney low key becoming his favorite target.
Yeah, he looks like, but I think he's in retrospect, he's doing those things that he needs to do to win. Would you guys agree with that?
Yeah.
Because
he's not. The good thing about him is that he's a rookie quarterback, so he's not honed in on his number 1 receiver yet. Mm-hmm. You know, because as they get more experience in the game, they have their go-to receiver.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And sometimes there can be trouble because everybody's gonna know that this is your go-to receiver. Everybody know that Pat Mahomes going to Hill. That's why KC lost, because of the fact they had Hill, they had him covered. It wasn't none of that. And so, you know, everybody got their go-to. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, Adams is his go-to guy. You know what I'm saying? And I hope the Bears capitalize, understand they better do something about Adams.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna have to. Sean.
Man.
We're gonna have to. And that running back.
Yeah. Oh man. And Aaron Jones, man.
Yeah.
Get him.
Aaron Jones, he gonna be a problem.
But that deep boy, our line though, boy, them boy.
Hey man, listen, I apologize. I apologize to the defense. After that Rams game, I think I stepped over the ledge a little bit because I'm a diehard Bears fan. So
Yeah, I think all of us did.
I take it real serious, but I'm not gonna lie to you, Mike. These last couple of games, the defense have really, and your boy Kimberly Mack.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna talk about him in a minute. So I think in regards to Fields, though, I haven't seen. I'm waiting for that big 4 touchdown. That big 4 touchdown game, and I think it's coming. And I'm really liking what I'm seeing in the rookie.
Yeah.
You know what, man? Look, I think Chicago can finally say we got us a decent quarterback.
Yep.
I think we can finally say that. And since go ahead, Sean.
And not only do we have a decent quarterback, we got a decent number 2. And Dalton is a decent number 2.
Yeah, Dalton is a decent 2. Absolutely.
Yeah. Field got us. Yeah, go ahead.
Since we were talking about defense, I think it wouldn't be fair, or we would be remiss if we didn't mention this dude.
Gotta mention him.
I
was leery.
Listen, and
back to the brother.
Phil, he just mentioned it. After that loss and after week 1, that debacle in Los Angeles, when you look at how quickly it looks like the defense has turned around. This guy, Desai, how do you pronounce his name? Desai.
Yeah,
Desai definitely deserves a lot and the credit and praise for getting them on track.
Yes, sir.
I mean, and like for the last 4 games, they've been stacking some pretty nice performances, man. And and they allowed the fewest points of the season on, like, when they went to Las Vegas, they allowed the fewest points of the season in regards to teams being on the road. Mm-hmm. So and this dude is showing a lot of different looks. To the offense, he throwing them off. He moving players all over the field to the skies, like coverages and stuff like that. And all that stuff seemed to be working pretty well. And I think even Carr said that the Bears were able to, kind of really pick their plays apart, and they was reading their offenses like a book, man. Whether it's, and when you look at it, whether it's getting to the quarterback, or let's like just stopping that run game, or even creating we've been creating turnovers, man.
Yeah.
We've been creating turnovers. This guy has really, even the secondary, and you know how we be on the secondary. And I think this is because the secondary is kind of,
but Jackson really not a bum. I don't know what was wrong with him. He's really not a bum. He's still one of the top safeties in the league. So they got their thing. But it's a guy on the defense that's having a breakout season that no one's talking about, and that's Roquan Smith.
Yep.
Yeah, Roquan, man.
Roquan Smith been getting it in, man.
That's what I'm saying, man. Them guys.
Roquan has been he been doing his thing, man.
I really just miss Hicks. Out of all the defensive line, Hicks, you got to be scared of a guy like that. Because he got killer in his eyes.
Yeah,
and it's like he's so aggressive with it. That's I hate that he hurt, man. Especially when getting ready to face Green Bay. He the one who will put Rodgers out of his misery.
Yeah,
and I think O-line been doing some soul searching, Mike.
Yeah, who?
Our O-line been doing some soul searching.
No, the offense they have. And look, I'll even go as far, like, in regards to the secondary, I'll even go as far as saying that Shelley is improving.
Yeah.
And what's the other guy?
Gibson.
Gibson and the Kendall. What, Vildor? He's actually been all of these guys.
Yeah,
they've been improving.
They all have been stepping up. They've been stepping up, Mike.
They've been stepping. We was talking.
Have really stepped up these last couple of games.
Yeah, we've been talking about it, man. But I mean, if we look at it objectively, they over these past few games, they've been really doing it. And I'm not saying they're 100% there. But when you look at week 1 versus where they are now, I think all of us can agree and say, man, this defense is getting better and better.
I take 3-2. I take 3-2. I take
shout out to Williams and our running backs, man. Them guys, boy,
they really stepped up for Montgomery, didn't they?
Man,
see, y'all must be picking my brain because that was the next place I was going to go.
Yeah, man.
Listen, we got to talk about this run game.
Yes, sir.
Right. So when you look like for the last four, actually through the first 4 games, Montgomery was I think when you look at in terms of offensively, he was easily the MVP of the offense.
Been running, he been running wild.
He's been running because he's had at least about 2. I think he's had at least about 2 100-yard games.
Yep.
And and he was really kind of helped the team kind of get back on track. I mean, offensively, and really the offense kind of ran through him. Because if you really think about it, the way they're playing it, and even when I look at Justin Fields, I don't think they're really trying to have Justin as to be the field manager. I think they're really running. They're gonna run the ball, I believe, until they can't run it anymore.
Yeah.
But they still know that if the run game is stopped, they got Fields who can still move the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Bill Lazor.
Yeah, man. Because some of them, one of them passes he threw Sunday was just, that was a bullet pass, and
that boy got an arm.
He got an
arm.
Yeah, he definitely got an arm. So Montgomery though was doing the thing, and then he got hurt. But man, this running game is still going strong.
Yep.
And I'm not trying, and please believe me, y'all, this is not a strike against Montgomery. But I was just like, when they first got hurt, I was just like, man, we need Montgomery. And I actually had a buddy who was like, dude, we really don't need him. He's a weapon, but we don't need him. And the reason we don't need him is because we got Damian Williams and we got Herbert. These dudes, not
both of them was killing.
Peep game. These guys, they combined for 34 carries and 139 yards and a touchdown. So they're each averaging maybe about 4 yards or so a carry. I mean, Williams was finding holes in that line, man. Every time you look up, he was 7 yards here, 8 yards here, first yard. You know what I'm saying? So when you get both of these guys, man, I think our running game is in good hands.
But you know what, Mike? You saw the flashes in Williams and a little bit in Herbert in the sparing time that they was even when Montgomery was
you're right. Even when he was there.
But hey, let me tell you a funny story. So I was up in the Dells last week.
Mm-hmm.
I was at the sports bar grill called Mulligan's. Now it's a great channel.
Wait, in Wisconsin?
Yeah.
In Packertown?
No, it's a Packers sports bar grill. They have a big picture of Lambeau Field on the wall.
Oh my
God. I'm sitting there.
Wait. What you say?
I went to this. When I was in the Dells last week.
Yeah.
I went to this sports bar grill called Mulligan's.
Okay, because I know I went to one when I was in Wisconsin Dells, and they had nothing but Green Bay Packer paraphernalia.
Yeah, it's packed. It's a pack.
I think it's the same place.
It probably is a pack. They got a big picture Lambeau Field on the wall.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there, and they had ESPN on the screen, and that's when it popped up that Montgomery's going to be out for 5 weeks, and I instantly like, oh no! I forgot where I was at.
Yeah, they about to get.
I know they was like, "Who's this nigga?"
They about to get the rope.
Jackie can tell y'all this story verbatim, man. She was like, "What's wrong?" She was like, "Jackie was like, what's wrong?" I was like, "Oh, Montgomery about to be out for 5 weeks, and we got the Packers in the next 2 days." Man, do you know everybody in that restaurant looked at me? You're a Bears fan, huh?
So you're a Bears fan, huh? Like,
hey, I went in that same place, Phil, representing the Bears. While when we played against when the Packers was I forgot who they was playing, but I was cheering for the other team. Didn't care.
I said, I'm so glad. Listen, I was like, I'm so glad I had got my food before I saw that on the screen. I was so glad.
Oh yeah, you gotta be glad for that. I had my food
ain't no
that day.
telling what you would have got.
Man, I didn't order
They
nothing
would
else.
spit all in it. Cause they hate us as much as we hate them.
Yeah, people don't realize that though. I'm being honest with you, man. That's why I try to tell my cousin them like, folks really don't know how deep that Packers Bears rivalry goes.
Man, that rivalry is long.
Just the way we talk about them here in Chicago, Mike.
Yeah,
they hate us in Wisconsin.
I can imagine.
No, I'm talking about. They was sitting. Look, they was talking about Justin. Man, I was ready to fight. Man, these two white guys was talking about Justin Fields like he was a dog.
That's probably how they thought about it.
What I did, we was about to get ready to go. I said, well, in my opinion, I think that we have our quarterback for the future. They just looked at me and I walked out.
Yeah, they want to go hit you.
Bear down, homie. If we got to knuckle up, we'll knuckle up, but it's bear down. I don't care. I'm in Packer Nation. I'm a Chicago Bears fan. They better be glad I ain't take my hat.
Oh Lord. So yeah, man, the running game. I'm excited. I'm excited about the running game. I mean, the last time we've seen a halfway decent running game was what, Forte when he was playing?
Yeah.
Forte is the last great. But you know what? Last season, Mike, let's be real. Last season, Montgomery got hot at the end of the season.
Yeah, he started heating up towards the end of the season.
Yeah, but it was because we could never get a running game started. We started with our line. That's why I'm trying to get that line credit.
Right. But you know who else gave us a little spark before they got hurt? Tariq Cohen.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, before he got hurt, he was our spark. He was like that dude.
That was our gadget guy. That was our Tariq Hill.
I can only imagine with Tariq Cohen in the game with a Montgomery or with these guys.
Just picture Cohen being healthy now with Justin Fields.
Yeah, I hope. I pray that it ain't over with for Cohen.
No, they said there's a possibility that he should be able to play next season.
I hope so.
Yeah. I hope they don't trade him. They may trade him.
Man, I hope not.
They talking about they was talking about bringing in what's the guy we had, y'all? That we traded to Philly, running back Jones. What was his name, y'all? We traded him to Philly, y'all.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I can't. Oh man, because
I can't think his name. So he
was on our squad the year we won the division when Mack came.
I know who you're talking about, but I can't think his name right now.
Anthony Thomas, or is it Jones? It's something, but y'all know y'all know what I'm talking about. They were trying to bring them in, but they declined to do it because when Montgomery first got hurt, but once they felt comfortable with Williams and Herbert, they decided not to bring them in.
Yeah.
Run game though, man. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to them. I'm looking forward to them doing even greater things in the future. Look, man.
Return of the Mack.
I'm happy about this dude because the one thing that we've like, even just in off conversation, the one thing that we were saying is that Mack has to kind of get more into the game.
Yes, he has.
If he's into the game more, then he's going to be that one that's really going to spark that. Oh, excuse me. He's really going to be the one to spark that offense.
Yeah.
And man, listen.
That defense.
I'm still thinking about this running back field somehow.
This
was it Thomas?
I know, man. I can't even concentrate on it right now. But
Jordan
this dude.
Jordan. Anthony Jordan.
Go ahead.
Jordan. We remember. Go ahead, Mike.
Yeah, I don't know. But look, so he had a sack, right? He also had it should have been a 2-point conversion sack that should have counted, but it wasn't. But he still had a really, really good day. This dude had 8 tackles, right? Which, if you think about it, has been his most in almost 2 full years. And he was coming off that edge, man. He was coming off that edge like a cannon, bro. It was like he was really coming after. And what was so crazy was because Mack is normally a quiet dude. Like he don't come off as that type that's always mouthing off. Man, when he got the car, it was just like I'm like, is he trash?
Yeah,
I'm like, is he trash?
They go real close.
I know.
Was it Thomas Jones?
Are you still thinking about the running back?
It's Thomas Jones. It's some Jordan. It's some. No, it's not Thomas Jones. Thomas Jones was with us when we went to Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm still thinking, Mike.
It don't even matter because he ain't with us now.
He not.
Let the past go.
Jordan, all right.
Just let it go. Are you happy to see Mack back in form? That's all I'm asking.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Man, he doing his thing.
Yes, he is.
I'm so happy for him, man. Like, man, I was like, the Mack is back. The Mack is back. The Mack is back. And he killing. I'm talking about at first I was nervous as I was posting on Facebook. I'm like, man, he ain't gonna hurt his guys like that because that's his quarterback.
Oh no, he was trying to put a hurt on them.
That's his. Like, man, he was like, this.
Nah,
it's past this, brother. This about business.
I think this
Jordan Howard.
I think this is more of an emotional game for him too.
Jordan Howard.
Who? I think his last name is Howard, though.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna give y'all some time to figure out this guy's name. Just Google him.
That's what I'm gonna do right now. Hold on. I think it's Jordan Howard.
But you know what, Mike? I think Khalil Mack. Let's be real, man. Mack really had like disappeared a little bit.
Yeah,
like these past few seasons, and we kept on saying because he was being doubled and all that, and doubled. But
I was right.
What I've seen from since because be real, they had controlled Cleveland. If you want to be honest with you, our defense did a job on Baker now.
I know.
It's just the offense. Our offense couldn't do that.
I don't even want to think about that game anymore.
Say that game didn't happen.
That game.
But the test is gonna come Sunday, people.
Oh man, I hate that it's a noon game, man. I want to.
Yeah,
man, I'm coming. I'm gonna be rushing from church.
I'm going out to church Sunday. I hope. I hope Pastor get the word through, Mike. Because
he ain't gonna start until about a quarter. He ain't gonna start until about a quarter two.
I might have to holler at Pastor when I first get to church. Cause
he ain't gonna start until a quarter two.
No, Pastor know the Packers play Sunday, so I'm gonna let him know. Hey, Pastor, if I get up, you already know we got the Packers. He know I do it. We got the Packers.
Yeah, so man, he doing this thing. I was happy to see him back in form. Look, last takeaway, I think we gotta. I'm particularly excited about is that I think we can safely say that we as a team are developing a kind of offensive identity, right?
Yeah.
When you look at some of the first few games of the season, it was like, well, I mean, you had Nagy also with his headset. They was like just patching game plays together and was hoping for the best, right?
I'm glad you gave up play calling.
I mean, because you had a lot of and we talked about that. Like, what you had a lot of they was relying on a lot of short passes, strong, and of course runs from Montgomery, some gadget plays and all this other stuff, and they was doing. And it really and a lot of the plays didn't seem to really have a reason for them, right? But it seems like since the rookie has kind of been out there, and since this other guy's taking over with the play calling, man, it's like the Bears kind of developing an identity.
I think somebody got Nagy ear.
Now it's like I said, I don't think they're gonna be like throwing the ball 40 and 50 times a game. I still think you're gonna see him like right around that 20, maybe 30 range. Because like I said, he's not asked to manage, but they just want him to throw against that defense that's going to stop the run because they're going to run especially with Williams and Herbert, they're going to run the ball.
Oh yeah.
They're going to run the ball. So, and I think
opens up the passing game. So
exactly.
We're going to need the running game.
I'm just happy that they're running.
Yeah.
Me too, man.
Running, man. I'm so happy that they're running.
I love a good run game, man. And when to see us have one, man, I get excited because I'm like, listen, we haven't had a good run game in a while, and to not have a good run game and then to not have a great quarterback, you know how disappointing that is to sit up there and watch them. Like, what are you gonna do? You can't run, you can't pass, so it's just like you just stuck. You know, but man, they are coming through. They're able to put points on the board, and dude, they doing their thing.
Yeah,
they doing their thing, and I'm happy for them. And you know, it is what it is, man. So great takeaways from the game, man. I think looking forward to this Packers game. I think we all, you know, we want the Bears to pull it off this Sunday. Who's your game ball going to for this past game, though? Sean, who your game ball going to?
Justin Fields.
Justin Fields. All right.
Yep.
All right. Phil, what you ball? Who you tossing the game ball to, bro?
Whole team.
You can't do it to the whole team, Phil.
I can give the whole team the ball. Why can't I give the ball to the whole team?
You know, you
okay.
No, you just fine. Give it to the whole team.
I'm gonna give the ball. No.
You gotta be one of them fans. I swear to God.
Listen, since we're gonna do that, I'm gonna get the game ball this week to the offensive line.
Oh, all right. Good job, offensive line. I'm giving the ball to Mack. I was just happy to see him do his thing and to see him fired up. And I just want that to carry over to the next game.
You know what? I take my game ball back, Mike.
Why you gonna take it back?
I give my game ball to Matt Nagy because he gave up his game ball.
He gave up his headset.
He gave up his headset to Laser.
He gave up his headset to Laser.
Oh my goodness!
So Matt Nagy, you get that game ball because you gave up the game ball.
Well, on that note, we're gonna close it out, man. Listen, this has been one. We're looking forward to this game on Sunday. You got the Bears and the Packers, man. We're gonna put the cheese in the grater.
Bears by 3.
Yeah, man. Bears by 3. I'm claiming that. Bears by. No, you know what? Bears by 6. Let's go.
No, Mike. Bears by 3.
No, you're down. Bear down, Phil. Bears
I'm bear down. I got my Bears winning, but I know that chump that
Bears by Bears by 6. Let's go.
Okay. Bears by 3 for me.
I got 3 with you, Sean.
Forget y'all, man. Forget y'all. I'm trying to get. Now I'm the one that's looking crazy. All right, fine, whatever. Bears by 6 against the Packers. Let's go. It's going down this Sunday. And we appreciate y'all stopping by and tuning in and hanging out with your boys here on Moving the Chains, the only sportscast for the fans by the fans. I'm Mike, that's Sean, and that's Phil. And until we talk again, my friends, y'all keep it real, and we'll see y'all on the later. Peace.
Peace out.